Greetings, demons, and welcome to another discussion video. So recently, Steam or Valve, whichever, announced that they're actually making a console. No, I'm not joking. So basically, they've announced a new console called the Steam Deck, not to be confused with Elgato's Stream Deck. I don't know why they didn't think about that, because literally when you search for Steam Deck, you just get results for the Stream Deck, so I don't know why they went with that name, but in any case, I actually quite like it, and essentially it is a Switch, but it runs Steam games, and I'll get into it, but that is not all it can do. So it comes in three models, 64GB, 256GB, and 512GB, which is nothing. I'll be quite honest, my game drive is a terabyte, and I consistently run out of space. I actually had to uninstall some games recently, just because I didn't have enough space to actually record gameplay anymore. It was just, the storage was completely full, and yeah, I suppose with something like this, you're not going to exactly be recording gameplay, I don't think, though you would be able to. But essentially, with the 64 gig, it's just the console and a carrying case, which pretty good, £350. I think it's the same for dollars, so anything that I say in pounds, just I believe it is the same. When it comes to the 256 gig, that is 460, and it comes with NVMe SSD storage, which is far faster than a traditional hard drive, which is what I actually run in my system. You also get the carrying case and exclusive Steam Community Profile Bundle. So, presumably that's going to be a banner and a frame, potentially even a profile picture. I'm not huge on the customization for the Steam profiles. I literally just have a rainbow border around my YouTube logo and that's it. But if you're into that, that's a nice little bonus. And then with the 512GB, that's £570. And includes faster storage again, the NVMe SSD, a premium anti-glare etched glass screen, I suppose. It's really weirdly worded, but it's a better screen, basically. You get an exclusive carrying case, which is different from the other two, and then exclusive Steam Community Profile Bundle again, and exclusive Virtual Keyboard theme. Though you can just download virtual keyboard themes from the internet, so I don't know how exclusive that'll be over time, but we'll see. And yeah, it actually, stat-wise, spec-wise, it's kind of amazing. It has a brand new AMD chip, it's Zen 2, RDNA 2, it's ridiculous, honestly. It's obviously not going to be able to perform as well as something that you'd put in a traditional computer, but honestly, it's still going to allow you to play things like Cyberpunk 2077 on medium settings, potentially. We haven't got full, specs yet, so based on what they've said, it does sound like we are going to be able to get, low to medium on most AAAs, which is insane, because on my current system, I am lucky if I can run high, especially with how much stuff is actually happening in AAAs nowadays, and obviously, as I say, this is a Steam Valve production, so a big thing is that you can take your Steam library anywhere through having Steam installed on it, and yeah, that's really cool. I'm someone who, like many of us, has way too many games on Steam, and the vast majority I have not touched ever, and there's plenty of games that I would actually really enjoy playing on the go. And I think this is going to be a really good opportunity for that. I think it's pretty good. I'm not huge on the PlayStation controller layout of having the joysticks centered. It being symmetrical. It's not my thing. I like the Xbox style. But I have no real issue with this. 4 standard buttons, a D-pad, 2 sticks, which probably will have an input. You get touchpads on either side. You get start and select, or their version of it. 2 back paddles, and then both left and right buttons and left and right bumpers, or triggers and bumpers as most people would call it. Overall, it seems good. Also, you get a few other random buttons that are for functions. Overall, very nice little control setup. Something that I have noticed a few people mention, and I do kind of agree with it, especially with a lot of the controversy that we saw around the Switch, there is no stand for it. at least not built in. And in all fairness, it does look like you could probably prop it up very easily just based on the fact that the actual control area is so thick. But it is a little bit questionable overall, and I'm not huge on not having something that's that simple to add, especially when the new OLED model of the Switch completely upgraded it. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's something that is still very cool. And then alongside the actual Steam Deck itself, there is also going to be a dock, which really brings home the comparisons to the Switch. I like it. It's a very powerful PC in your hand, so it makes sense to have a dock so that you can actually just use it as a PC. The dock is sold separately, and I don't believe it's actually available yet. It's going to be sold sometime in the future. They're not specifying when. It actually says on the website. The official dock will presumably it'll be around $50. I think that's about a fair price for what it is. Essentially, it gives you a number of ports, including Ethernet, a bunch of USB Type-C and Type-A, and generally just gives you access to playing PC games anywhere, including if you're traveling, if you're in a hotel, you'll be able to set up the Steam Deck in a dock, plug it into the TV that's in the room, and you've got your entire Steam library playable. It's a good thing. And I think that's overall my thoughts on it. This looks like a really smart thing to do for Steam, because, you know, we've had the Steam TV, stuff like that. We've had plenty of attempts by Steam and Valve to expand outside of, you know, the desk. And some of them have been okay. I was actually really tempted by the Steam TV stuff. I never ended up getting any because but it's one of those things where I can definitely see myself getting this. Probably only 64 gig. I don't necessarily need a large storage system for what I'm probably going to be playing on the go, because I'll be quite honest, I'm not going to be playing Cyberpunk 2077 on the go. It's not something that I plan to do, but being able to play games, platformers, stuff like that, puzzle games, playing Portal on the go is going to be amazing. And just, that's my overall stance on this. I'm not, like, too fussed about the fact that the storage is realistically pretty small. It is expandable with SD cards, which, I mean, that's bare minimum you can ask for, really. So, overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty excited. The price is a little high in my opinion. I wish it was maybe 50, 100 cheaper. But at the same time, I'm not going to really complain about that. I own 2 Switches. So, on that note, I think that's going to be it for this video. Tell me what you think about the Steam Deck in the description below. Or also, if I remember, try and link the actual page to put down the money for it, if you're interested. And otherwise, if you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new around here. I try and make videos as often as possible. Most of the time it's daily, but sometimes it's not. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So yeah, bye!